Alright, what's up guys? This video is going to be just explaining how to use my template because I have updated my template quite a bit since the last video. Also, sorry for not uploading for a while. I just haven't had really like a mean to upload. But this video is not going to be edited at all. So, sorry if you get bored or whatever. There's not going to be any music or cuts or whatever. I just don't feel like editing. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna be explaining like how to use my template, how to just make basic things and whatever. This video might be long, it might be short, I'm not too sure. I'm gonna try to explain everything like the best I can for people who don't really understand coding. Well, C# coding anyways. But if you haven't already, join my Discord server. It will be the link in the description. Also, make sure to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I go live or make new videos. And let's just get straight into this video. So, um, when you download the template, you're going to extract it, obviously. Then you're going to go to here, go to here. Do not open up the SLN. Open up the CS Proj. By the way, you can download the template in my Discord server as well. Let me pull up the channel real quick. Sorry. You just go to temp download right here and just download the .zip right there and then extract it and blah 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 whatever. Once you have done that, open up the .cs proj, and if you haven't already, go ahead and open up the GUI fixer folder and read this, right? You don't really have to read this because I'm going to be explaining it. I already done it, so I'm not going to do it again. But basically, highlight these two files, right-click, and press Cut. Then go to your plugins folder, go to Bepinex, and then Config, and then drop the two files in there. And then if it says, like, would you like to replace or whatever, then just press Yes, Replace. So first we're gonna start working on the template. So right here is the menu name. This is what's gonna be on the actual menu. So you can change it as Malachite Temp. You can have it whatever. This right here is the menu font. This is the default font that the menu comes with. If you want more fonts, you can find some in some Discord servers, or you can become a booster by boosting my server. Don't mind that. I get random notifications like that all the time. Like I was saying, if you boost my server and go into the random methods channel for booster stuff category, you can find you can find a bunch of different fonts or whatever. Here are the categories. So what a lot of people get confused on, so this is just category 1 right here. So if you want to rename a category to whatever you want, say I want to rename category 1 as pre-made mods because that's where all of these pre-made mods are at. So I'm going to put my mouse here and I will delete everything up till there, and I'm just going to name it pre-made mods. You don't have to have it like this, but I'm just going to have it like that. Then you can also have this however you would like, but I'm just going to copy and paste that. And then make sure to edit the exit button as well, so it looks like exit pre-made mods and not just that, you know. Then you don't do anything with this because this mods.cat1 brings you into the first category. So now that we have done this, you can also rename this as well if you want. It's not necessary. That is just the name for the region, so you know what category it is. Next, we have colors. These are all of the colors for the mod menu. So if you have, so you got first color and second color. So you do not have to change the normal color, but if you have changing colors as false, then the normal color, which is color.white right now, that means that the menu will be a solid white color and not changing between two different colors. Like if you have changing colors as true, then first color and second color are the colors that the menu is going to be, which is blue and black. So it's going to be blue, fading until black, fading back to blue, like that. Then you just have all of these different other colors. Then you got scales, which are different scales for the menu. So you have like menu scale, menu position, pointer scale, pointer position, tooltip, and then whatever. Do not mess with these scales unless you know what you're doing. If you are just starting your coding experience, I would recommend just staying away from these because you do not want to mess anything up. If you do accidentally, delete something or whatever, either just do Control Z or just press this little arrow up here to undo. Then you got controller inputs. These are the inputs. So instead of doing like controller input polar.instance.grip down right or whatever the code is, you can just do wrist menu.grip down R, just like that. It's nice and simple. It keeps it, compressed. Then this is just a bunch of menu stuff that you don't have to really worry about. This honestly doesn't even work. I don't know why I didn't remove that, but yeah. Now that we have looked over the wrist menu, we're going to go on to mods.cs. So right here is where you're going to have all of your mods. Excuse me, I had to burp. Most templates, well, not most templates, but like IIDK template and whatever, they make you make new files for each mod, which is completely unnecessary. I do not know why people do that. It is such a waste of space. I mean, yeah, you could organize it, but like you can just make a region, which I will show later on in the video. But it just makes it a lot worse because then you'll just have to be scrolling through the solution explorer just to find a single file for a single mod when you can just go to mods.cs and look through the regions or the voids. So first up we have this one. I'm not going to say the name of it because some of my parents watch these videos. Yeah, whatever. But this right here is your custom message of the day mod. So right here, this is the message of the day title, message of the day description, code of conduct title, and code of conduct description. You can change these to whatever you want. If you don't want the mod, you can just completely delete the void. Then you can go to settings, which, sorry, I forgot to show the settings. And then you just delete this entire button as well. But here's the settings as well. These are all the pre-made settings. I have not added anything. These are all pre-made. Yeah, it's quite a bit. You can pause the video if you would like to read all of the tooltips. But yeah, whatever. Also, oh my god, I hate this. Also, if you do not want categories, do not, and I mean do not, delete these. All you have to do, so I'm just going to copy a button real quick. All you have to do is delete these categories right here, and then add your button, and then rename it, and instead of having mods.cat and then whatever number, you just put it to the name of the void you want your mods. So say if you had tracers, you would do like mods.tracers, which this menu template does come with pre-made tracers. So now instead of categories, I would just have tracers. So I would have save buttons, load buttons, settings, and tracers. That's all the menu would be. There would be no other categories. But sorry for that, I just got a little bit distracted. Disable button, you want to put this at the end of any mod you want to be disabled as soon as you press it. So you know how IIDK template has like is toggable equals true or false, like in the button making. My template doesn't have that. You just do disable button and then the name of the button. Name of the button. So if you made the button, so say let's go to settings right here. Custom boards right here. You see how the name of the button is custom boards. And if you go to here, this says custom boards. Then get button will find the button that has the name custom boards, and this right here will disable it. Just like that. Placeholder, do not put anything here because it is for placeholder buttons only. Just as a placeholder void. Draw hand orbs, these are for Ghost Monkey and Invis Monkey, which this temp does come with. I already showed in pre-made mods. There's platforms, Invis platforms, Ghost Monkey, Invis Monkey, No Clip, Fly, Tracers, and a gun lib, which my temp does come with a pre-made gun lib. It's pretty nice too. Moving on, we got movement, we got the fly method, platforms, invis platforms, and no clip. So if you want to make a fly mod, don't make another void, because right here, as you see in pre-made mods, right here, the method right here is right here. So say if you want to make a slow fly, you're just going to copy this fly button, or just any button in general, doesn't really matter. You're going to put your mouse all the way to the end and click down, press enter to go down one space. Then you're just going to paste the button, and then I'm going to rename the button so it's slow fly. And then I'm going to keep it as fly method, but I'm going to change the number. Let's just have it at 4. And then I'm going to have the tooltip as fly like a bird, but you're slow. Boom. And now I just made a slow fly just like that. No need for another void when you can just use that. Nice, simple, and easy. Next up, we got rig mods, which is just Ghost Monkey and then Invis Monkey. Simple as that. Visual, we got tracers, FPS boost, and fix FPS. So I'm going to go into depth of anti-loops real quick because a lot of people get confused. So if you go to settings, and you'll see this right here, disable method. So a lot of people will make, like, we're just going to use like a client-sided stick mod for an example. So a lot of people will make a enable stick and then disable stick, like as 2 buttons. On my temp, that's unnecessary. All you got to do is do a disable method. However, listen up. However, you can't do you can't have like enable stick and the disable stick right here, because the disable method will call the disable stick every single frame unless you have an anti-loop. So this is what an anti-loop looks like real quick. And also, if you want code and other stuff, you just go to the Malachi temp folder, open up the code folder, my bad, and then you can see all this bunch of other stuff. But here's the anti-loop. So basically, you just want to make a bool, and then you have your enable method and disable methods. So you want to do the bool you just made equals true. If the bool is true, then you put your code here. So basically, let's take like an enable stick, for example. So basically, it would be like enable stick, if anti-loop equals true or whatever, then put the code here that enables the stick, right? Then next up right here, you would have the disable stick code. Sorry, alright, never mind. Then you have just disable stick code right there. So as you see from the FPS boost right here, I have the FPS equals true. If FPS, then the FPS boosting mod right here. Or, yeah, my bad. And then if FPS, then it disables the FPS boost and disables the bool, so it can no longer disable the FPS thing, which means it no longer calls the void. Well, it still calls the void, but it doesn't, like, call the code. Next, we got save buttons and load buttons. You don't really have to do much. However, if you do make theme changers, I do recommend editing some of this, which I will go into depth either in a different video or later. Let me check how long I've been recording for. 13 minutes. Okay. I might do it. I don't know. Platform stuff, you don't really have to get into depth with that. Neither will this or this or this. Theme changers / changers. So this right here will change the buttons you use to use your platform. So you can either have it as your grips on your controllers or your triggers. Change noties will change if you have notifications enabled or not. Change FPS will enable the FPS and page counter. So it counts, so it shows like your FPS in what page you're on, like your page number. Change disconnect location, you can have it on the right side, left side, top, or bottom, which I will get into depth later. Also, as you see right here, there is a GUI. All of the buttons on the GUI, they make them themselves, so there's like literally no reason to go into the GUI file, because everything is made for you. So, I mean, you could still go in there and check it out and whatever, but you don't have to make the buttons because the GUI makes the buttons itself. depending on what buttons you have in the categories and main or whatever. And also, when I say main, I mean this right here. This is main. This right here, this little one is main. This is main. Anyways, let's go back to mods. But yeah, you just have all of these different like theme changers and like whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Now we got the gun lib. So this is the example of how to use a gun lib, which I did. It's just a bug gun. Very simple. This is the gun lib right here. I made it myself. It's nice and simple. Nothing too complicated. So basically, you just have your gun color. You can have it as any color you want, but I have this as current color, current gun color, which if you go to changers and you scroll down to change orb color, it would be like your hand and orb color. So as you see, change gun and hand orb color, this would be the, whoops, did not mean to do that. It would be the color of the hand orbs for like Ghost and Invis Monkey, and also for the liner and pointer of your gun lib. But you can have it as any color. You don't have to have it as current gun color right here, but whatever. This is the size of the ball pointer. This is the size of the liner if you choose to have it. This is the shape of the pointer. This is the arm that you will be shooting from. So as you see, right controller, transform. So that means if you're holding your right grip and your right, or if you're holding your right grip, then the gun will be coming out of your right hand. If you change the right to left, just like that, then it will be coming out of your left hand. Then this little guy true right here is for the liner. So if liner is true, it will put a line from your hand to the ball. If it is false, there will be no line. Then this right here is the code you want to execute when you're holding your trigger. A lot of people get confused on this, but basically, like, this is, just think of it of like a normal void, almost like a normal void, you know? So this right here is just getting the game object of Doug the Bug, finding the position, and making Doug the Bug go onto the gun, or the gun, like the ball of the gun, and moving it up just a teeny bit, so it's not like directly inside the ball. Then we have vars, which are just variables. So we have category variables, color variables, oh my god, changer variables, rig variables, random, gun, and platforms. Now we're going to go on to the GUI, which, like I said, there's not much to do in the GUI. Everything is made for you. These are all of the category buttons. Also, the GUI buttons follow the color of the menu, which like I said, I will get into later on in the video. The GUI also does have a disconnect button, just a heads up. Update, open and close GUI, which I moved to the vars. You can change the insert to whatever you want. You can read this real quick if you want, just pause the video. But basically, if you press insert on your keyboard, it will open and close the GUI. You can change this to literally anything you want. So, say like I can change it to the letter L. So every time I press the letter L on my keyboard when I'm in Gorilla Tag, it will open and close the GUI. Then we just have, you know, a bunch of other stuff. Then buttons. This is what makes the buttons that are inside of the categories for the GUI. You know, plain and simple, whatever. Then basically that's it. That's all you really need. You don't really need much. If you want to change the, like, name of the file every time you build it, because, like, if you press build, and to get the file, you go to the Malachi temp folder, you go to bin, and then debug. So you see how it says Malachi temp? If you don't want it to say Malachi temp, or, you know, you just want it to say it's something else, you click project up here, then click Malachi temp properties, then assembly name right here, you just change it to whatever you want. So say, let's just make a random goofy on name. Let's just do skibbity underscore client. Why not? We're going to press file and we're going to press save all. Then we're going to press build and build solution. And now right here we have skibbity client, which it's literally just the exact same menu, exact same code and everything, but we only changed the name of the menu when you build it. I don't know why I just closed my freaking file explorer. Bruh. Give me just a minute. There we go. But yeah, that's basically all you really need to know. There also is stuff in here as well. So say if you're making a gun mod with like that gets a player or whatever, then instead of having to write all of this, you can simply just do get player from gun, which I will make an example really quickly of what that could look like. So I'm just going to damn it, just do that real quick, and then I'm going to, let's just do net player p equals rig that dot get player from gun, and then we're gonna do, well actually no, wait. Damn, I think I messed up. I might have to update my templater. Not later, but you know what I mean, yeah. And then say like you want to move the say you want to move Doug the Bug to that player or whatever. So then you can do like VR, or no, that wouldn't really work. Hold on, because p dot, or no, yeah, I don't know. Hold on. That's not gonna work. Yeah. Obviously, but I don't know. Let's just do this real quick. String. Let's just do like an ID gun. Yeah, like get player ID gun. You can just do p dot user ID. Boom, just like that. And then obviously that's just gonna assign the user ID to a string and not like something in game. Obviously you would have to make like a game object or save it to a file or something. But that's basically how you would do it right there. But yeah, there's a bunch of different stuff in here, like get VR from player rig, get player from VR rig, get player from gun, get photon view from VR rig, or get your own VR rig. So instead of having to type gorilla, offline VR rig, you can just do rig sword dot get own VR rig. And then basically that's it. Also, if you want to go to assembly info, you can. All of this stuff doesn't really matter that much, but it is just like the assembly name of, like, say if you put it in dInspire or whatever, the first thing you're gonna see is this screen, and you'll see Malachi temp and whatever. But let's go ahead and I'm just going to build this real quick. We're gonna go to bin debug skibbity client. We're just gonna plop that in plugins real quick. Yep, I think everything's good. All right. Then we're gonna launch Gorilla Tag. I'm gonna sip of my water. I've been yapping, bro. Recording for 24 minutes. Ugh. Also, this black screen right here, this is called Unity Log. So, like, if you're ever in my Discord server and I say, check Unity Log for errors, that's what I mean. You want to check this black screen right here. Let me just disable that real quick. So, all of these GUIs you see, these are all my own mods. So this right here is the actual template GUI. So we have settings, all the settings, then the pre-made mods that I showed earlier. Everything works, like even the gun lib. See, look, you see the bug gun works. You know, there's a liner because I have liner as true. You know, bug gun works. Obviously, you need ownership of bug in your if you're in a room. Tracers, everything works. Like, let me hop in a room. See, tracers work. Disconnect button works as well. I can't really show much because I'm, you know, on computer. But, you know, here's platforms. Yes, they do drop. Also, the menu itself does drop as well. I wish I could show y'all the menu, but I can't really do that because my mouse doesn't have those side buttons. And I do not want to hop on VR right now. But, yeah. Just all the placeholders. And then we're going to go to set. We're going to take a trip to settings real quick. So, change gun and hand orb color. So, as you see, it says red down there. So, now if you use your gun lip, it's red. Let's go to here. White. Green, magenta, cyan, yellow, black, gray, and then back to blue. Then we're going to go to tracers, then change ESP color. You got blue, red, white, green, magenta, cyan, yellow, black, gray, and blue. And then change platform enable, that's just the buttons you use for platforms. So as you see, I'm pressing my grips to do platforms, and if I do change platform enable, now it's triggers. So now I press my triggers instead of my grips. Change disconnect location, just changes the location of the disconnect button to either the right side, left side, top, or bottom. Change menu location, changes the location of the menu to your left hand or your right hand. Change next and previous, changes the next and previous buttons from on the menu to the top, to the sides, to the bottom, or just using your triggers to change the pages. Theme changer V1 changes the first color that the menu fades to. And as you can see, it fades with the GUI. There's also clear and RGB, just like that. Theme changer V2, it's almost like the same. It's almost the same as version 1, but it's the second color that the menu fades to. Then V3, this only really works for the actual menu itself and not the GUI, but it's just the button. It's the color of the buttons when they are disabled. And then Theme Changer V4 is the same thing, but it's the color of the buttons when they are enabled. You know, obviously, all of the same stuff. Then Theme Changer V5 is the text of the color of the text on the buttons when they're enabled. Theme Changer V6 is the exact same thing, but for when they're disabled. And then Theme Changer V7 is the sound of the buttons. So as you hear, listen to it. See how it's that button clicking? So we're going to press it really quick. It says stump, so we're going to press disconnect. Now it sounds like the stump. We're going to press it again. AK-47. Sounds like that. Glass. Now it's glass. Keyboard. Now it sounds like a keyboard. And then Canyon Bridge, which is my personal favorite. It sounds so nice. Take a listen. It just sounds so nice. And then normal is the normal button clicking. But yeah, that is basically my template, and also here's the custom boards. If the MOTD description doesn't pop up, just go ahead and hit custom boards again, and it goes right there. Here's FPS boost as well, and then no noties. You see how noties is enabled as no. When pressing this, no notifications. If I press this, yes, and then I press it again, then you get notifications. You can also save your settings as well, which I will go into this right here. So if you go to riskmenu.cs and you go to menu stuff, and then update, and then scroll all the way down, right here it will check if you have the Malachite temp directory, like if it exists in your Gorilla Tag folder, which for me it does right there. And if it doesn't, then just create directory. You can rename it to anything you want, but just to let you know, if you decide to rename it, you have to go to mods.cs, open up save dash load buttons and settings, a region, scroll down, rename this part right here to whatever you renamed it in riskmenu.cs, then open up load one, rename it here, open up save, rename it here and here, then go to load, rename it here and here, and then boom, just like that. Just like that. Also, I am forgetting something. How to update your references. My template most of the time will update the references for you automatically, but just in case if it doesn't and you randomly get errors all of a sudden, what you want to do is you want to find assembly C# right here. It should be like the first couple ones. Right click it and press remove. Once you do that, you're gonna have errors. As you see, I'm having errors right now, but don't worry, we can easily fix this. So you're gonna right click references, press add reference. You're gonna be in this area. Do not try to find assembly C# in here. You're gonna press browse, then you're gonna go to your Gorilla Tag game folder. Go to Gorilla Tag data, managed, and find assembly C# right here. Click it, press add, press OK. And then your errors should go away. And also, if you're having errors for any RPC related issues, you want to make sure that you go to browse and you want to search up Fusion, and you want fusion.realtime.dll and fusion.runtime.dll. You want to make sure you have these two files inside your references as well, if you don't already have them. That's how you update your references right there. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. Nope, I think that's it. I believe that is it. You can... Let me just move this real quickly. Oh my god, I hate that stupid notification. I seriously don't know why it does that. I literally have no virus on my computer. Like, it's been doing that for so long, but I truly don't have a virus on my computer. Disable methods. This shows you how to put a disable method in your buttons. Non-toggable buttons. This is how you make non-toggable buttons for the menu. Body parts. Some of these are not accurate, so I apologize if they are not accurate. Anti-loop, I already showed you. It just goes into depth of what an anti-loop is and how to use it. Color strings is just to color a string, and then readme is the readme, obviously. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all you really need to know about the template. I've been recording for about 33 minutes now, so I'm going to stop this recording now and probably just going to go troll in Gorilla Tag. I just want to make this video because I've been meaning to make a template for quite a while now. But yeah. If you do not understand a single thing I said in this whole entire video, then please let me know either in the comment section down below or join my Discord server and DM me, and we can privately talk about the issues you are having with understanding, or your Visual Studio doesn't want to work or whatever. But anywho, thanks for watching this whole video. I know it might be boring because this video is not going to be edited. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I go live or make new videos. And yeah, I just want to say that I'm grateful for everybody in my server. I'm thankful for y'all sticking around and whatever. I also did discontinue Malachi's menu, which is my own mod menu. Um, I haven't fully discontinued it because I'm still thinking about working on it, but I just don't really know because there's a lot of people who hate me right now, and I know at the moment I drop Malachi's menu, somebody out there is gonna try to crack it and then start some random bull crap and say, "Oh, I skidded some mods, blah 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 blah." So I'm not really trying to deal with that stuff. I'm putting that stuff behind me and already did. There's probably gonna be a couple people like Entity or Hollow, or I don't know, probably in my comment section right now typing up, "Hey Malachi, hey, how you doing? How you doing?" Or Aimbot, or whoever those people. I'm not trying to get that best of me. I don't really care about it anymore. But sorry for the app sesh. But if you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I go live or make new videos. Thanks for watching, everybody.